Everyone, welcome back to my channel. In fact, our channel. All right, today's video is on beginner formulators and pro mixing formulators. Like, we do two different things. A lot of people don't know. Pro mixing is totally different from cosmetic formulation. Pro mixing has to do with you going to buy already made products and putting them together to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. So basically, you're going to pick up a product, you know the characteristics of those products, probably from the ingredient list or from reviews, physical reviews and all that, and then you work with it in according to whatever it is you want. But when it comes to cosmetic formulation, you're starting from the ground. Let me give you an example. Like, this is a toner. I made this toner from the scratch. I didn't use any makeup powder. I didn't use any artificial coloring. I used an ingredient that gave me, resulted to this kind of color. So basically, I started this from the scratch. That is from the selected raw materials and then building up to have a toner that would have different characteristics, that will help to hydrate the skin, that will help to protect the skin barrier. All of this, the effectiveness of this formula generated from the selection of my ingredients. Now I have this too. This is a face wash actually. And this face wash, you can see the color. Okay, what is responsible for this color is the turmeric. I infused turmeric in glycerin and substituted the humectant ingredient with my infused turmeric in glycerin to give this color. So I am explaining this thing to you in details because I made it myself. Now that is cosmetic formulation. But if it was pro mixing, I just buy this product. I don't even know what is responsible for this color. I don't even know what is responsible for its foaming ability. I don't even know what is the base, what specific base was used for this face wash. And I just use it for whatever I want. So you see the whole difference between the pro mixing and then the cosmetic formulation itself. And personally, if you bring in questions about pro mixing to me, I'm sorry to say I will disappoint you because I don't know. Now that brings me to a question I received on WhatsApp from a subscriber. Let me read it in detail. I'll read her part and my part, and then you would realize that we were not talking. In fact, from the onset, I realized we're not talking about the same thing, but she didn't even know that I realized we're not talking about the same thing. I just knew that this is not my department, and let me read it for you. Hello, I want to enroll with you on how to make right calculation of skincare recipes, especially the percentage rate of each skincare formulation ingredients. I have wasted a lot of money training from different people, but when I try out the recipes, they don't come out effective, so I'm suspecting my calculations. I saw the video you uploaded on YouTube. I don't know which of the videos though. That's basically what I want to learn from you. And if you can be able to put me through to dictate the mistakes I made and some secrets to effective formulation, thank you. Now this is it. See, last we all learn from each other. I remember when I first formulated my first SPF at 30, the cast was too much. It was too white, you know, as a result of the titanium dioxide and the zinc oxide. Now I reached out to another formulator, and she has an SPF of about 45 or so thereabout, and I noticed that the rub time of the SPF is less and it doesn't leave so much white residue. It does leave residue, but not as white as mine was leaving, even though I understand our sun protection factor was different. Mine was 30 and hers was 45. Well, I noticed that hers that was 45 had even less cast than mine that was 30, because of course mine was lower. And so I reached out to her and spoke to her as a formulator to another formulator, and she gave me the concept on how to reduce that white cast. It can't go off completely because of course it's a mineral SPF. That's the characteristics of the oxides, but it can reduce. She introduced me to an ingredient that can absorb a little bit of that cast, and when I formulated the next one, it was better off than the first one. So I am open here for any other formulator as well, like a proper formulator or not a pro mixing formulator. I don't know anything about that department, but a proper formulator like myself, I've had one or two that come into my DM and ask me questions, and I put them through as well. Vice versa. Do you understand? Learning never ends. The moment you feel so comfortable that you know it all, that is the beginning of your downfall in whatever aspect of life that you're learning or you're teaching. So I said, straight up, I replied her, this is my own reply. I said, good morning. And then I said, here are the list of some online courses that you can choose from. And she said, listen, and this is what she replied. She said, it seems you didn't read any of what I text. I only want to learn formulation calculations. Dear subscriber, I know this is our channel and I'm here for you, but let's do the right thing. We have to learn to unlearn some things and then learn new things. So I now replied her, I did. Because if I didn't read your messages, how would I have known that you needed a proper training? She said she has spent a lot of money on trainings, but so she now said, I replied the question of, I only want to learn formulation calculation. So I asked her, with which formulation recipe? Because you want to learn a formulation calculation, there has to be a recipe. I have students that have been teaching for just 1 week. If I show them this question, they already know where this person stands. They can even answer this subscriber. Yes, because you start from weight per volume. As I'm even speaking to you, I'm actually looking at my board right now that I work on and learning process with my students. Like, it's a weight per volume. You start from a certain recipe, what you expect. That is after identifying the ingredients you want to work with. Let me even go down for you to even understand furthermore this conversation. She was like, I know how to convert percentage into gram, but I don't know which ingredient percentage rate. You don't know which ingredient percentage rate, but you know how to convert the ingredients. What ingredients are we talking about? So I was like, then you need a proper training. I replied to this her statement of she knows how to convert whatever, and I said, then you need a proper training to understand the concept. My dear subscribers, this is our channel, as I welcomed you at the beginning. Are my answers, are they synchronizing? Are they answering her questions, or are they flowing with the flow? Probably, as I said, English is a borrowed language and we might not be understanding each other, but from what I am reading is what I am answering. And then she went ahead and said, also, I don't know, listen, aside from not knowing the ingredient usage percentage rate, which I don't know which ingredient she's talking about, because we're not even talking of the same ingredient, because there are millions or billions of ingredients for cosmetic formulation and even pro mixing. I don't know. That's it. So, also, I don't know their solubility and what temperature to add them and things like that. And this same person is telling me they don't need classes. I am here for beginner formulators that are facing 1 or 2 challenges, but that formulator has to be a formulator that does the right thing, that knows what they are doing. Pro mixing is not my area of specialty. I'm not even interested in knowing what is going on in that. I am a cosmetic formulator for skincare products and hair care products. Bring in your questions surrounding skincare and hair care products and how some of these products act and what to expect. But you can't tell me you need my help when you don't even know the usage percentage rate. It's just like me now telling you that add a little bit of glycerin, a humectant inside this, and add it at a usage percentage rate of 2%, 4%, 5%, and you tell me that which one is that one? Like, you don't even know. Like, I don't get. Or if I just say add any humectant of your choice at 2%, then you asking me that which humectant are you talking about? Like, you're not even a formulator. We don't even ball on the same track. Yeah, we're not even on the same league. Yeah, we're not even in the same level of understanding or space of formulation. And then she now said, I said, cut the long story short, register for classes. And this was her final response. I am not interested in any of the course outline. I already know how to formulate. The only thing I don't know is what I just told you. Now that is telling me she does not know the usage percentage, she does not even know the solubility, she doesn't even know the temperature, she doesn't. And then now there was the part that I even missed out on, where she said I should put her through. Okay, I didn't miss out on it. I actually read it, where she was telling me I should tell her the secret. That's basically what I want to learn from you. And if you can be able to put me through to detect the mistakes I made and some secret to effective formulation, that is not my responsibility. Go back to whomever taught you the formulations you know how to, or if you're self-taught, then go back to your research table and do thorough research to understand and know the secrets of effective formulations. So what I'm trying to say here today is beginner cosmetic formulators and pro mixing formulators are on 2 different timelines. Yes, two completely different timelines. As a cosmetic formulator, a proper cosmetic formulator, you generate your formula and then you formulate with the right ingredients due to your expectancy of the activity of that ingredient. What I mean by your expectancy is the fact that you want to formulate a face wash. What do you want out of this face wash? For it not to strip the skin of its moisture, so which means you are not interested in formulating with any sulfate material. You pick up friendly surfactants. Yes, we have the list of surfactants from the non-ionic surfactant, the amphoteric surfactant, the cationic surfactant, and the anionic surfactant. You know which one to pick up. You know which one to combine. You now know their usage percentage rate. Then you measure them on your scale, and then you now add them in your formula. You need a base, obviously. You cannot just pick up two surfactants and just put them together and begin to use to wash your face. No, you need a base. You need to also introduce a super fattening if necessary. You need to also add humectants. Like, you need to also add a preservative, of course, to keep your formula fresh and effective. And that is the cosmetic formulator. But when you just go and pick up already made products and put them together, and that is why you might not even know the ingredients percentage, and like, you can't be a cosmetic formulator. You can't claim. And thank God she even stated it clearly that her products are not even effective. So what does it tell you? You need to unlearn, or fine, leave whatever it is you think you know, shift a little bit, shift them a little bit. Yes, create space to learn new things. Thank you so much. I hope you familiar with whatever it is now. If in case you didn't know now, I hope now you know. So thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my videos, share my videos if you can, and say hello in the comment section so that we could say hello back to each other. All right, thank you so much, and hope to see you in another video. Bye.